friends, welcome. My name is Joanne and welcome to today's Challah-cast. Today we're in the Parsha Noah, or Noah. I've made the dough and the dough is now resting. So I will lead in with that. And does anyone know why I will lead in with that today in the Parsha Noah? Parsha Noah. We get to see the name Noah actually means rest, or he will provide us relief. So let's look at where we see it right here in the Torah. In Genesis 5:20, we'll start with 28. When Lamech had lived 182 years, he begot a son, and he named him Noah, saying, "This one will provide us relief from our work and from the toil of our hands, out of the very soil which the Lord placed under a curse." So that is where we meet Noah before the Parsha Noah, and we meet him by hearing that his name means that he will provide us relief or provide us rest. When we look in the biblical Hebrew for Strong's number 4156, we see that it's Noah, meaning rest, and also the name of one of the patriarchs. Now, interestingly, this name comes from another related word. We often have related words in the Torah, which is Strong's number 5117, which means rest. Nuach. So it's in many, many scriptures, and I want to just look at this connection with Noah and rest. What we're going to do is we're going to make the two letters Nun and Chet for Noah. And it's such a tie-in to Shabbat, because as you know, Shabbat is a day that God gives us to rest in him. Okay, so it's exciting, as you can see, and every week we say this is exciting. So I just want to read you two other scriptures, one from the Torah and one from the book of Matthew. And we'll see that word, and then we'll make the letters Nun and Chet. This week we're going to make, and the rest we'll make more of a traditional challah. We haven't done that for a while. We've been going crazy with the letters because the Lord just is opening up and opening up and opening up with the letters. So as he says, "Behold, I will show you wonders from my word." I think that's Psalm 119. Behold, I will show you wonders from my word. So you will see wonders from this word Noah, and you will also be led into his rest. So, okay. Exodus 33:14, God says to Moses, "I will go before you and I will give you rest." The word comes from the root nuach, which is Strong's 5117. Now we're going to go into the book of Matthew, and we know the very, very famous words of Yeshua. He says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Now, let me ask you, how many of you have connected that when you heard Yeshua say that? How many of you have connected that to the words that God says in Exodus to Moses? And this word also, when God says it to Moses, it also means "I will lighten your burden." And it's amazing the meaning of the word, because in the Hebrew Bible translation it says "I will lighten your burden." So isn't this amazing? Yeshua's words, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." And that word is again from Nuach, which is where the word Noah comes from. So we're just going to look at this and see what more God will reveal in the wonders of his word as we make the letters Nun and Chet for Noah, keeping those two scriptures in our hearts, and keeping in our hearts that as we're approaching the Shabbat, it's also Yeshua is the Lord of Shabbat, and he gives us rest, and God gives us this day of rest. It's wonderful to see the words in Hebrew, because we know that the mindset of the people there too, the apostles and all the disciples of Yeshua in that time, the New Testament was not written in Hebrew, but they were all reading the Hebrew scriptures. So for example, when Yeshua came forward and said, "Come to me, all you who are burdened, I will give you rest," he was using the exact words that they would completely understand from what we just read from Exodus 33:14. And the words and the meaning and the nuance would be coming from there, so they would really right away, again, I'm snapping my fingers here a lot today, but they would have heard it. Now we don't hear that connection, because we don't hear the words in Hebrew. So when Yeshua would have said that word rest, the word in the Hebrew New Testament is Menuchah. So the meaning that he would have been putting across is Menuchah. It's another one of the words that means rest. You can hear it. It has also the letters from Noah in it, Menuchah. So you hear the Nun and the Chet. It's Menuchah. In the morning, I was like, Lord, how am I going to connect all this? And I remembered the word Menuchah, because there's a song on Shabbat and a verse in the Jewish prayers in Shabbat that says Shabbat, Shabbat, Menuchah, Shabbat, Shabbat, Menuchah. Menuchah, I know, means rest. So it's a very famous word, Menuchah, but I had never connected it before to Noah. But when I said to the Lord, please show me a connection, I saw that song, and then I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to check the Hebrew New Testament, and if the word that Yeshua said is Menuchah, then I know that God is showing me this connection. That's sort of how the conversation went with the Lord. So I checked the Hebrew New Testament, and there it was, the word that Yeshua, that it would have been, the word in the Hebrew New Testament for I will give you rest is Menuchah. So let's, tonight when we enter into our Shabbat, we can really experience the rest of Yeshua, the rest of the Lord of Shabbat, the rest in him. Yeshua was there at the beginning, so when God spoke this word to Moses, we have Yeshua speaking this word also, because the word was with God and the word was God. So friends, I don't know about you, but I feel so deeply all the connections through these Hebrew words. So bringing the flood water that destroyed the world and seeing it, praying it forward as the living water of Yeshua to bring renewal and healing and deliverance. And to all, a Shabbat Shalom and a Shabbat Shalom to all. God bless you.
יום זה לישראל אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה, שבת מנוחה. יום זה לישראל אורה ושמחה, שבת, שבת מנוחה, שבת, שבת מנוחה. פיקודי במעמד הר סיני, שבת ומועד לשמור בכל שני, בכל שני, לערוך לפני מעשה דבר רוחה.